City needs a change.
Spitzer!
New York City needs a change. We need someone who we know will fight for us on every level. And so I present to you on today the next controller of the city of New York. The next controller of the city of New York. Spitzer.
It is great to be here surrounded by so many excited volunteers, citizens, supporters, and Reverend, let me thank you. You have been a bastion of strength and support for me and so many other candidates who stood up for that which was right over the years. And the Reverend never gets it wrong when he picks a winner, so we're excited. I gotta tell you, just a moment ago, a voter walked up to me and said, Mr. Spitzer, I'm voting for you because you put the fear of God in Wall Street. I want you to do it again. No, I corrected her. I said it's the Reverend who put the fear of God in everybody. I am deeply grateful to all of you because without you, volunteers, voters, democracy wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. This is a matter of participating, making our voices heard.
That's right.
Standing up, being independent, pushing back. As we've said in one of our ads, they're trying to tell us who to vote for. We're telling them where to go. We don't need them to tell us who to vote for. They don't want somebody who stands up to them. They don't want somebody who stood up to Wall Street, somebody who stood up for immigrant rights, stood up for low-wage workers, stood up for middle-class citizens, stood up for voters. We're telling them where to go. Now listen.
Let them know, Spitzer, let them know.
On the t-shirts that a lot of you are wearing,
Let them know.
on the t-shirts a lot of you are wearing, it says, this isn't about counting the money, it's making the money count. Now, tomorrow, it's not about just counting the votes, it's making the votes count. And if we're going to make the votes count, we're going to do it by voting in an independent voice. Independent voice. Right? That's what this is about. Now, this isn't about an individual. It may be my name on the ballot, maybe my name on the posters or the t-shirt, but I'm just a symbol. I'm just one of everybody. I'm there for all of us. It could be somebody else's name, as long as the person whose name is there has the backbone, the fortitude, the willpower to stand up and push back. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Because let me tell you something. 9 weeks ago, when I got into this campaign, they said, you're never going to gather petitions. They said, you can't do it. The political organizations don't want you to be there. But we did it. We did it with all your help. They said the public's not going to react, but the public reacted. The public's not going to support you, but the public has. The public knows when there's a voice that's independent, that's willing to stand up. And that's what this is about. Because there's an establishment out there, an establishment that got together, a political leadership. They said, we're worried we're going to lose our jobs. So what did they do? They got together and said, we all want another term in office.
Bingo!
Right? And they gave it to the mayor. They gave it to the members of the city council. And they said, we don't believe in competition. And because of that third term, what did we get? We got more stop and frisk. We got education that's failing. We got housing that isn't being built. We got a city that's not as equal as it should be. That's because they cared about protecting their jobs, not protecting the rights and interests of the city. We know what we got to do.
Let them know.
We got to turn out tomorrow and vote. We got to vote. We got to get folks to the polling booth. We got to tell them that voting matters. We got to tell them that because they vote, we can change the city. Because what we need is independence and strength and fortitude. And so I want to say to you, and to this drum line here, that was pretty cool. I want you folks out here to make as much noise as they made, all right? Go out in the street and knock on doors as loud as their drums were. I want you to pull people to the polling booth and say it's time to vote. It's time for a change in this city. It's time for independence. Time for a new voice. Because tomorrow night, we're going to turn the political establishment of this city on its ear. It will not be the same. be swept out. The pundits will be gone. The people who said you can't do it, they'll be looking for jobs on Wednesday morning. And that's what all of you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me just end with this. There have been a lot of headlines in the tabloid press over the last couple of weeks about my life. And I say to the public, you know a lot more about my life than I want you to know. You know a lot more about my life than you want to know. But here's what's going to happen. The public is going to say, we're looking at the totality of a human being.
That's right.
The totality of somebody's career. Right. And do we want somebody who stood up for us and fought? We do. Do we want somebody who may have made mistakes but made a difference? That's right. I think the answer is I'm asking for you. Vote to make a difference. Vote for change. Vote for independence. Thank you all. God bless.